We start. Good afternoon, everybody. We speak about our project with Ambroise, which was born last year after MISP Summit. We want to have a system to integrate different live tweets of different security researchers, directory and MISP. So we start to code it and to create this project. I'm present quickly. My name is Sébastien Larinier. My handle on Twitter is Subdriven. I'm French. You recognize with my good accent. Formerly, I create the CERT of Sequoia. I'm a member of ONNET project, coordinator of BotConf. BotConf is an international conference about botnets. And a co-founder of MISP. Now I'm freelance and a security researcher at EPITA. It's engineering high school at Paris.
Hello, I'm Ambroise Terrier. My nickname is Aether49. I'm actually threat analyst, mostly SIEM, co-founder of MISP and located in Nantes. History of MISP is quite a chatting on IRC of BonConf about Twitter, pasties, IOCs. We were doing the same work with another French-speaking analyst about Twitter. We copy-paste some IOCs from Twitter from Pastebin. We had necessity to keep an enriching all the indicators during a long time for some investigations, some sub-level investigation. So we created a French-speaking instance, which are named Franco-MISP for Francophonie MISP. Next slide. So the solution is deployments of MISP instance, and from a poor shell script, very poor shell script, we had make a nice pattern script with 3P and PMISP. Oh yeah. So our method is to collect tweets with safe search in Twitter. Actually, we have 8 safe searches. In the example, you can see we have a list. We search URL which contains pastebin.com or HXXP or HXXPS for some good reasons. Some people which are taking URL are obfuscating the URL to avoid a Twitter filter. We execute a safe search every 15 minutes, and all new tweets are sent by API to FrancoMISP with the Python bot. After we collect pasties, with link extraction from tweets, with free text function of MISP, we get pasties in row text, and after we do some MISP insertion as text or file if it's a PE content detected in Pastebin.
Yeah, crazy people share directly PE format on Pasty. It's not my religion, but to import the different information, we use free text import. It's today it's the most efficient mechanism to import directly pasty and tweet directly on MISP. We use the API for making this. And get extra different content possible with sandbox result, VT result. We scrapped directly on the different sources. For example, on App Any we scrap the Mitch attack matrix to import directly in MISP on the different the different event. With the same with VT result, hybrid analysis, some sandbox with feeds public of the different information, and we use the tag of Twitter and the different sources for tagging the event directly on MISP. So we trust for the security researcher for the tagging. If the security researcher are drunk, the tagging is not good. But in majority, the tagging is good. And with the technical problems, we have created a community with volunteer teams to qualify the events and qualify the different attributes of the events and the links between attributes or the events. We have manual qualification for make this, and the deal to participate to FrancoMISP is if you qualify, you have the data. It's very simple to deal. And we have a tag approach to have a workflow to publish or to enrich or to false positive to make false positive tags on the event. And an event with tags of all positive stay 7 days on the instance MISP, and it was erased after this during time. And we have different boat. We have a bot for publication with a worker based on Celery. It's scheduling Python to scale the publication. I have some example. Oops. So,
Internet connection from hostel.
I don't. Yeah. I tried, but well, so it's not super large. Yeah. Okay, perfect. And so we have different tags and different. If you choose, for example, here you have the enterprise attack pattern directly import with hybrid analysis or happy run. If I choose, if you follow a motet, for example, we have many events on Emotep, and we can correlate the different sources or with different security researchers were published on Emotet. So with API is very quickly to make a structural graph to understand which security researcher publish or not good IOC. And yeah. Yeah. No, just it's just based on tag, because it's very simple to use it and to create. Yeah, okay, perfect. So we have different. Here you have the tweet of the first tweet about this event, and we enrich the different event on. So we have many, correlation graph. It's a big, with 4,000 attributes. So so you can make correlation with different tweets, because many researchers publish many times the same attribute, but each event it's an event on attribute. So you can it's a big huge, but with Python and a good browser, it's simple to. So here you have the different event. Here you have the different object, and we can replace attribute by object directly on the instance. Many times it's possible, but sometimes it's impossible. It depends of. We will remove directly when we. How to make the how to remove the duplicates attributes. We aggregated the retweeted, because it's stupid to create one event by tweet, because it's the same data in each tweet. And when we have an attribute, we replace the attribute by object, and we erase the attribute, and we keep on the object directly, and we use the object. So we have here 18,000 events in the instance. With it depends. We have for Emotet we have a big event, and we have many attributes, new attributes, because the researchers find new IOC. He put it directly on Twitter, but he don't arrive on URL abuse or MISP. So we have created our own feeds on Emotet, because we have a big view on this thread. We can make the same of Trickbot, Lokibot. with this approach, it's not interesting to make the same thing on APT, because APT we have a little IOCs reports. So here we have big, many many information, and the approach with to catch pasty or tweet and aggregate in MISP, it's a good way. And to finish, and after I give the mic at my colleague. The goal is to have a good view on the cybercrime, and to create a French speaking, but we can, if you can participate and you don't speak French, it's not a problem, which we found solution. I can speak English, so because in France it's very difficult to share data and to share between the different organizations. So we try to create a community to share, and the manpower is to help us to qualify or develop script, and we make this. We give the data, and you can use the data for your threat intel, for detection, for incident response.
In the future, we will create an organization for servers funding. So stay tuned. And MISP, in all of that, we try to help with French translation. We finished them in train when train arrived in Luxembourg. We try to create some new warning list, like for the bank URL. We are helping to models, like with ONIF, no? Yeah.
Yeah, the goal is to create models of MISP to import or export data, or I'm developer on Yeti. Yeti is a threat intel open source intelligence solution, and I rewrite completely the field import of Yeti of MISP, and at the big picture is to have different services with MISP, with Yeti, with and to have data to make papers on threat intelligence with, for example, to test in real life the model of MITRE attack, because it's on the paper it's a good model. But if you want to follow threat actors or to make attribution with these models, I think it's not simple. It's not just translation. So the goal is to create papers to make statistics and to share different statistics about the threat intel we can have, and we make different statistics to share this stuff. You don't want to speak. Thank you. Have you got a question or remarks? Yeah. What? It's a good question.
What's the question?
What? Why Franco MISP? Franco, it's for francophone in French. Francophone is French speaking.
in French is French speaking in French is francophonie. So yes, it's quite a weird name, but it's MISP. Francophonie MISP.